Well, hey there, it's Steffi Funk here with your weekly episode of Urban Shamanism, where I give you the sacred energy tools for an extraordinary life in the concrete jungle. This week, we continue with our series about the 7 fear dragons holding you back from your greatness. And this week, we are talking about the dragon that has you kick your own ass to Sunday. Do you ever beat yourself up? Do you have a tendency to be too hard on yourself, or maybe a perfectionist or an overachiever? If so, it's likely masking this pesky dragon underneath, the infamous, the ruthless Self-Deprecation Dragon. This is my tertiary dragon, and oh man, she is a beast. In my life, she shows up as, "You're doing it wrong. You are so not qualified for this. Who do you think you are?" I can't tell you how many times I've left a social gathering and berated myself in the car on the way home, hot with shame. I can't believe you said that. And its most foundational, loudest voice tells me, "You are so flawed, you are broken beyond repair. What's the matter with you?" This one is particularly vicious when it comes to being extraordinary in your divine purpose and in the creative process. It will say things like, "This will never work. The market is too saturated. Everyone is doing this. No one is doing this. You'll stand out like a sore thumb. This is shit. You are shit," etc. Have you ever heard of Imposter Syndrome? That syndrome was born of this dragon. It will have you feeling like a fraud at even being human. So first, it's important to recognize you may not notice this dragon right away because we tend to cloak it in distraction and overcompensation. Those of us with this dragon often look like we have it totally together, but really it's cloaking a fear of inadequacy that we feel we need to outperform. Only we know how mean we can be to ourselves. And we hear the rest of the world saying the same thing about us as voices in our head. Second, it's important to recognize that this dragon has served a purpose. It's trying to keep you safe by keeping you small and stuck. So resistance is futile. Don't be meaner to yourself by making yourself wrong for having this dragon. You'll just embolden it. And especially, this dragon thrives off of your shame, guilt, and fear. It feeds it. So what's the antidote? Well, this dragon is completely taken out with inner child work. Yep, that's right. So first thing, as soon as you notice the negative thoughts in your head, recognize that this dragon is at play. Say, "Thank you, dragon, for keeping me safe and small. You've done a great job. But here's your passy and your blankie. Hop in the car seat in the back. I'm driving today." Then drop the story of what's happening and feel the feeling, the felt sense inside your body. Is it in your heart, your power chakra, wherever it is, that feeling, that shame or that guilt? Give it lots of breath, give it lots of space, and let it out of the closet. Feel it totally. Then remember that this was actually a trauma that you experienced before the age of 7 that you didn't know how to process at the time. I mean, you were like 5. So you stuck it away in your energy field as an unresolved emotion, as a self-protection mechanism. You buried it. But this bad boy has been plaguing you for the last however many years. So here's what you do. You see it as the inner child it is, and you inquire what she needs to hear. Even if you can't remember what actually happened, you can tap into the felt sense, and it will be familiar, something you have felt many times before. Can you invite her out of hiding, out of the closet, and tell her that she's safe, she's precious, she's unconditionally loved, that she hasn't done anything wrong? In fact, she is so very right. Soothe your little one, give her whatever she needs, rock her and stroke her hair, kiss her forehead, mother that inner child and give her great love and compassion. Every time you do this, a little bit more pain is integrated, and that dragon turns from a fire-breathing asshole into a little yipping chihuahua as you go on about your day being your extraordinary self, not having to prove anything to anyone, least of all to yourself. So now tell me below, is this a dragon you deal with? How does it try to take you out? And what other methods have you found to be successful in transcending it? Till next week, when we talk about the arrogance dragon. This one loves to judge, but it cuts us off in the process. Till then, here's to your greatness. Oh, and by the way, I have a freebie for you. It's an ebook that outlines all 7 of these dragons and tools for slaying them. So grab your copy by going to steffifunk.com/feardragons. That's STEFFIEFUNK.com/feardragons, one word. Bye bye, dragons.